Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Amanda has been doing a full head to toe examination of herself, and as she sifts through the various other medical maintenance things that need to be tended to in between her MRIs, one of the newer ones she has done is she went to a physical therapist to begin working on her pelvic floor muscles. Talk to us about that.
So, following my whole endometriosis, I guess, it's not a diagnosis, but that's what I had. Um, I did a pelvic MRI, which I learned that the cyst burst. So that's a kind of a positive. But my general doctor told me you still need PT, um, pelvic floor work, because there's some stuff that, if I'm being honest, when I was like super constipated, I really do think that I affected something downstairs. I don't know exactly what it is, but it so much so that even my general doctor is like, you should definitely see a pelvic floor specialist for what's going on.
And what Amanda's referring to with the constipation is when she had surgery last year, and it's not uncommon, I guess, for people when they go through surgery because of the anesthesia and everything else to have constipation. She did not go to the bathroom for, I think it was 8 days. They had tried to give her an enema, they had tried to give her prune juice, they had tried to give her all the things. When it came time for her to finally go, and we did a video on this early in the early seasons of recording these last year, and if I can remember which one it is, I'll link to it so you can reference it because it's actually quite funny, the stories that came out of it.
It was not funny during. Yeah. I literally was just sweating because I couldn't poop. It was bad.
They had to have basically a whole birthing unit come in to assist Amanda in making the magic that comes from not going to the bathroom for 8 days. So there was people helping push, there was people helping pull, there was people doing all the things. But one of the things,
I am having a child.
Yeah, well, it was a birthing unit. One of the things that you've long said from that is you think that there was some damage or something that happened from it because you have never felt the same since.
Yes.
So now you're going to this pelvic floor specialist to start to work on reconditioning some of those muscles. Talk to us about what that was like.
Yes, so it was an hour and a half appointment. It was an intake appointment. So she is learning all about my medical history, and obviously have to drop a bomb about the glioblastoma.
Yeah, your medical history used to be so boring.
Very boring. Now it's like how much time do you have? Yeah. And so we got down to some things of like what she thinks that she can help me out with. One of the parts of this intake is I have to get fully undressed, and she, essentially has to put, I don't know, her hands inside of me to feel around and see what, also kind of see like when I'm like, essentially she was trying to see like what it looks like when I hold in like urine, and then like what it looks like to release just in that pelvic floor work, which this sounds really weird, but it is what it is. And we kind of realized that, so I have my surgery was on my left hand side. It was parietal temporal lobe left side. So my right side would be the side that is affected. I do have, which you guys all know, I have numbness or almost.
You don't really have a lot of sensation on your right side.
Yes, so not a lot of sensation on my right side. I went into this appointment, and when she was inside of me, literally, she was moving at my right side, and she was saying, "Do you feel this?" Like inside of me, on my right hand side. And I said, "Absolutely not." And then so she even pulled it or pushed it even further, more so. And she's like, "You really don't feel this?" And I'm like, "No." And then the moment she went to midline, I felt what she was trying to explain to me. And so I just thought, oh my God, it is my like entire right side. And there's no, it's just wild that the body can do these things. And you, I don't even know how to explain it, but I mean, she even looked at me and said, I have never dealt with this before. I've never seen this. And she says, and I work with stroke patients. And I just thought to myself, congratulations. Like, you found like not a unicorn, but like some weird ass person.
Well, you are a unicorn, Amanda, in more ways than one, we're finding.
But I mean, it was just like, cause she was even like, I mean, she has a sheet over me, but she's actually, no, I, I had a mirror looking. So I'm looking at what she's doing. She's showing me all the parts that I never really ever realized were there, or I don't even know. But, and then she was like, when she went to the right side, she's like, and the mirror's down there, and she goes, okay, so, and I could see her doing it. And there was no feeling, no sensation, no feedback, no nothing. And that was the point when she said, I realized that. So she was trying to say, like, uh, try to pretend like you're holding on to pee and then, like, let it go. But don't, like, try not to go to the bathroom. But she said, because, not because I was thinking about it, but I just had no idea the feedback. So she's like, you're actually doing it opposite.
Hmm.
And I thought to myself, like, wow, oh, okay, well.
So Amanda has no nerve damage. Her muscles fire, do things. She can, which I think is one of the things that has been challenging for her, is when everybody sees her, they, you look so normal, you look all these, but she still is dealing with surgical deficits, treatment deficits. Most of them you can't see, most of them you would have no idea of, and some of them are things like this, which I think is really, I think one of the things that I really respect about you and being willing to share on this series, no, I'm serious, is because a lot of people struggle with things like this, whether it is in different ways, shapes, or forms, and it's a taboo thing to talk about.
Right.
It is a probably a lonely, isolating thing then to feel and have to sit with by yourself, because we just haven't been really made to feel okay about even talking about these. So for you to come on here and share these pretty personal things and the way you are, my hope is that it gives other people permission to just maybe feel a little bit more normal in whatever
Yeah.
it is they're dealing with, and that also empowered to maybe seek out somebody to help support them with whatever it is they're going through that perhaps they hadn't felt comfortable addressing or talking about or looking into before that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We love and appreciate you as always. Thank you so very much for being here, and we will see you all next time. Take good care now. Bye bye.